Hey there everyone, it's Ryan, Frontline Animal Removal. Let's talk chimney caps. I'm going to show you a chimney cap, I'm going to show you its benefits, and one drawback. So here we have our chimney cap. That's my flashlight. So this is a crown mount chimney cap. I think I put this cap on several years ago. It's holding up just fine. It's stainless steel. And we did this cap because we have 1, 2, 3 flue pipes. Now, these caps are excellent at keeping birds, squirrels, raccoons out of the chimney. You might have noticed that I did not say bat. There's a reason that I did not say bat. Chimney caps typically have 3/4 inch mesh openings. The reason why they have larger openings and not smaller ones is because if you light a fire in your fireplace and that smoke and stuff goes up, it may accumulate on the wire mesh. Creosote and smoke and other byproducts of burning accumulating on wire mesh is a bad deal because it could start creating a restriction in the flow of exhaust gases. Restrictions can cause gases to back up in the house, and that could be bad. It could also be deadly. So, from what I understand in the industry, this is pretty standard mesh, and it's considered code because if it were smaller, it would create a restriction. It's got to be big enough to keep the exhaust gases flowing. So bats can squeeze through this. The reality is bats usually avoid the chimneys and don't go down them. But occasionally a bat does make its way through the mesh and drop down the flue pipe, and then he gets stuck down there and creates a problem for you. Is it a big problem? No. It's just a minor inconvenience that could potentially happen, but doesn't normally. But the benefits of the cap, not only do they keep the birds and the squirrels and the raccoons out, but it also helps keep some of the weather out. Down at the bottom of your flue pipes, you typically have a fireplace. That fireplace usually has a steel mechanism to close the flue off. There may also be metal, galvanized steel piping that goes into the chimney for the hot water tank or furnace or whatever else. Moisture and steel don't like each other. So that metal down below in the fireplace could rot out if water gets down there repeatedly. Now, not a lot of water goes down chimneys, but some does. So these caps will help keep things dry at the bottom and keep the critters out. It's all very beneficial. And to a lesser extent, it can help protect the crown by keeping water off the crown because you got these little cracks in the crown. Well, if you can keep some of the water out of those cracks, then in the wintertime, it will not freeze and expand and break up the crown. So my recommendation is if you have a chimney, a masonry chimney, or any chimney for that matter, put a chimney cap on it. It benefits you. Yeah, it's only, it could be a couple $100, few $100 for the cap. But in the end, it'll help protect things and create less headaches for you. If you don't have the cap on there, you may potentially have animals or weather-related problems with the chimney. Unfortunately, the caps don't do much good about keeping bats out, but bats in general don't like chimneys. They're way too drafty and they can't usually fly out of them. So that's some of my thoughts on a chimney cap. So get one. It's good for your chimney. Pay me to put one on. It's good for my pocketbook. And it's good for the wildlife because if you don't have to call a nuisance trapper out, then you save some money and the animal or the wildlife is protected. Thank you.